What's going on, guys? Warthog23 here. This is a mini vlog, and I don't usually do them, so this is my first time. And today we are here at the Southeastern Railway Museum in Duluth, Georgia. And as you can tell, there's a lot of historic stuff going on here. And this immediately caught my attention. This right here is Southern Railway 6901. This has to be my favorite unit that I've ever seen. And a little history fact, 6901 used to pull the Southern Crescent, as you can see on the side, from New York City all the way down to, can't really remember, but that's all I know, until Amtrak took over the Southern over service for the Southern in 1970. So this thing is awesome. Too bad it's not running, but I am glad to see this unit either way. And yeah. Alright, so here we have an SD 45-2. Don't really know the status on these, but if you guys do, let me know in the comments below. And then also, if my voice sounds a little bit off, it is really cold right now. About 50 degrees or so, so here is 8954. Let's see if we can get to the front to get a better shot at this. One beautiful piece. Alright, we're now making our way inside of the main building. As you can see, building 1. You'll see a lot of historical things in here. A few steam engines and a few coaches. Oh yeah, if you look over there, there's an Amtrak sleeper used all the way back in the 1970s and 80s. So that's pretty cool. Alright, and in we go. Alright, first thing that caught my attention is this interesting steam locomotive, also known as the Campbell Limestone. So this thing looks pretty cool. I love the wheel configuration, even though it looks kind of odd. Looks pretty cool. So there's that. So this is the Campbell Limestone Corporation's number 9 locomotive. And let's take a look here. So let's see. If you want to read that, pause the video. And here is the configuration. Even though for something so small, it weighs about more than 100,000 pounds, so that's pretty interesting. Absolutely loving the green paint on this. It's really cool. And there's also a code in here too. And here's a few signals. Surprisingly, you can still see those signals right here on Norfolk Southern Territory. I'm not too sure about CSX, but it depends on where you live. I'm not too sure about those signals though. Here's a few box cars, some old offices. It's really interesting to be here. And there's a wigwag that used to be on old crossings. Yeah, first ever time being in this place, you guys. This is definitely a must-visit place in my book. And yeah, this is my first ever vlog, so hopefully you enjoy it. Have no idea what these things are, by the way. Ooh, an old fire engine in the back right here. Central Georgia caboose. And there's lots of stuff to see in here, but let's go over to the front right now. Another big thing immediately caught my eye: the the Southern and Atlanta 7050 steam locomotive. This thing looks freaking amazing. It's been a while since I've seen a steam engine, since 2017. And this thing looks freaking beautiful. I would love to see this thing running. So this thing was built looks like this thing was built by the American Locomotive Company in 1910. And look at this, you guys. Take a look at how big the wheels are. These things are huge. And if I stand right next to it, yeah, the wheels are way bigger than me. They're about like maybe 5 or 6 feet or so, about 5 feet. So that's pretty interesting to learn there. Oh, my bad, guys. This is the Savannah and Atlanta steam locomotive. So here's some information. If you want to read it, pause the video. Now it's time to move on. Coming back to the tender. This thing looks freaking great, you guys. And another thing that caught my attention are these old Norfolk Southern Pullman coaches. And we're gonna go all the way back to the front right there to where that last coach is. Yep, this place is definitely one of my favorite go-tos. I literally thought about coming to this place since last year after my first visit to Chambly. And yeah, here we are. Also, some cool things over here. Some old taxis. Gotta love these kind of taxis over here. No offense. And here's an interesting old taxi. And take a look at that. 3 cents a mile. That is pretty interesting. And now we are walking back outside to the front. And let's go take a look at some coaches. Alright, now that we're back out, here is a Southern Railway baggage car. And let's go over here to building 2 to where we saw that Amtrak sleeper coach. It will be a lot better to come here when it is warmer. Right now, the temperatures are soaring into the 50s, but that doesn't stop us from taking a look at the history of this amazing, beautiful place. So here is building 2. And you can see this really is an old Amtrak sleeper. Well, not owned by Amtrak anymore. It's owned by RPCX. It looks like it's a slumber coach, and it was built in the 1950s, late 1950s. And it can sleep about 40 people, which is interesting. Oh, and looks like there goes an old Amtrak coach. Things look great. Let's see if we can climb inside. Wow, this is like my first ever time being in here. These things are really narrow. Literally traveling back through time here. It looks like what is this? A toilet? I'm not sure if this is a toilet or a sink. It should be a toilet. It's right next to the seats. Whoever takes a dump is not gonna have a good time sitting there. Alright. This looks really cool. Looks like this right here is a bed, so you guys wanna take a look at that. This is really lit, guys, low key. We're gonna be walking through these things. Really narrow, and we're literally halfway through the car. And there's some really dark sleepers there too. Might have to turn on my flashlight, and let's do it. Oh, here's a sink. So what we saw last time was oh, okay, that was a toilet then. So that's a sink right there. And a few more coaches here. Seats up here. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I would totally love to ride in one of these things, guys. These things look dope as heck. I'll turn off the flash. And now that is it from the Amtrak coach. It looks like we're in a kitchen car. Look at that. Still have soap. All right. And here is a stove powered by coal. So that's pretty cool. Look what they got in here. Green beans, lard, baking soda. Ugh, grits, ew. Some cafeteria trays. And now we're moving over to the next coach. Let's see what's through here. Can't really tell exactly what coach this belonged to, but it looks really fancy. Looks like this is a dining car. And over here, oh, I was right. It's owned by the Southern Railway. Dining car number 3168. If you want to read that, pause the video. Alright, and it looks like we made it to the end here. Oh, looks like we got some more ways to go. Some more narrow passageways. Looks like we reached the end. Another kitchen. And yep, we have reached the end. Wow. So we pretty much walked through 3 coaches. I felt like we were walking through more. And there's more coaches, so let's go over there. Alright, so looks like we made it deeper here. Southern Railway Museum. So it looks like they got their very own coach. So that's pretty cool. And over there you can see that there is a dome car. And oh, look at that. That is pretty interesting. It's a MARTA car. I remember that V12 Productions used to do a video on this, and they recently added this to the museum this year, so that's pretty cool. Oh wow, look at that. Hello, beautiful. Wonder which railway used to own this. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at it. Alright, so this is owned by the Chattahoochee Valley Railway. So this is Chattahoochee Valley number 21. And we have some buses over here. Alright, so let's walk over to the other side. And I do remember seeing these MARTA buses when I was young. So there's some more coaches over here. Some more MARTA buses. Freaking looks amazing. Literally like you travel through time. Wonder if we can check the inside out. Looks like we can't go inside, but oh well. So that's the inside of one of those. There's a caboose over here. Another MARTA old bus. Wonder if we can step aboard. Alright. So there's not really much to it in a caboose, just for the crews to sit in. So they do have a sink. Looks like they got a bathroom here. Not much to it. Another seat right there. Most cabooses do have their windows extended so they can see exactly what's going on at the front and the rear. And here's that dome car I mentioned. So we're gonna step off. Alright. Not sure who used to own this. Maybe I could tell because it is on the side. Washington? Not sure if I got that right. Now it's owned by RPCX number 1601. It says wash on it though. Yeah, it does need a wash. I would love to check out the inside of these things, but unfortunately looks like we can't do that, but it's alright. Here's a closer look at the Southeastern Railway Museum car. And this pretty much marks the end of the tour, guys. Lots of stuff to see here. If you guys want to visit this place, I'll leave a link down for the website in the description below the video, so you guys can also check this place out. Now they're not doing any train rides on one of these big things, on these big guys just yet, only miniature ones, but I will link down the description below for the website and information. There's an old Gwinnett County city bus. Let's walk through here. Oh, already starting to get sick. When you're walking through these coaches, it's literally like you went through time, guys, for real. And if you look all the way down there, you can see 6901. And let's just go ahead and skip this. Alright, we're now on the other side. Here's a Norfolk and Western caboose. Absolutely loving the colors on this. And here's an interesting thing. All these lines are actually a barcode for this caboose. I learned it in a V12 Productions video. And back here is a giant 44-tonner switcher. So that looks pretty cool. That pretty much marks it for this little vlog. Well, looking at it, it's not that long. About 16 minutes, so that's a little bit long. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this short little vlog here of the Southeastern Railway Museum. This place is definitely a 10 out of 10. One good look of all the old rolling stock here. And one more look of 6901. We're gonna go to the front of 6901 and end this video, guys. One thing that I noticed that the air compressors are at the top, so the fuel tank could have more room at the bottom. But yeah, this place is really great. Totally would love to go here once again one day. Great Christmas adventure. There's 8954 again, and here is 6901. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little short vlog of coming over here to the Southeastern Railway Museum in Duluth, Georgia. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.